This is your sign to make bad art. To pick up a pen, turn off your brain, and just make something. The last few years have been interesting, to say the least, as they have been for all of us, and this past year in particular has been rather tumultuous. In 2020, I finished university right at the start of the global pandemic, and everything I had planned and prepared for seemed to disappear in an instant. But I rerouted and kept planning. For 3 years, it was a practice of putting one foot in front of the other to try and figure out what to do next. Then, in the spring of this year, I uprooted my life in Ottawa, where I had been for nearly 7 years, to travel all around the world for what seemed like my dream job. And then I realized I wasn't on the right path. I had taken this big step down a road only to realize a short way down that it was covered in bramble and thorns and led to a destination different from what I had thought. I thought about continuing on, saying I'd already made it this far, maybe the bramble's clear, maybe the stops on this path are still good. But the path grew denser and more alarming, and I realized I needed to stop and turn back. When I returned to the fork in the road, there were so many more paths that I hadn't seen before. So many choices I hadn't considered because I was so focused on the path I was currently on. First, it was overwhelming. I had to say no to a choice I previously made that I thought was perfect, but was the opposite. I had trouble trusting my own judgment. I feared making another bad choice when there were so many options. The possibility for failure seems just that much higher. What I had to remember is that the only thing worse than making a bad choice is making no choice at all. Life has so many more paths than I think we will ever truly realize, and each one of them leads to something new. It might not be all good, but it could be amazing. But you'll never know until you actually start going. I had actually started this drawing with the intention of making it polished and neat, and within the first 30 seconds, everything in me went, nope, absolutely not. That is not what's happening today. So I picked up a Sharpie and made something weird. It's messy, it's unrefined, but it's fun. And it felt freeing to just attack a page of my sketchbook with layers of ink. I almost talked myself out of sharing this, started wondering if I should just scrap it and redo it and tell no one. But I didn't. I want to share more about what my path looks like now as I start taking steps towards my next journey. Every path I take is important to me. And this is what my path looked like today.